Okay, so how do we address that with a Cellerciser? Well, so we've eaten the food. We wait a few minutes after a meal and we start just gently rocking side to side. This gentle rocking side to side helps the stomach, which is also working, to move the digestive enzymes so that we can break down and begin that digestive process more effectively. And it's very common in the body that when the stomach starts to flex and start to work, it sends a message through the intestines, they start to work, and it is not uncommon that through that chain reaction in the body to have a bowel movement 20 minutes, but within 20 minutes after you've eaten. That's common because you've got this whole network or process that's occurring. So when we're on this Cellerciser, and you've heard me say one of the most, probably the second most important physical activity I believe we can do after the baby bounce, great, do the hip rock. Because you've got this process that's occurring within that digestive system. You've got this large intestine that comes up, kind of crosses over and drops down. So as you're rocking side to side, you're taking that colon, and it's like putting it through a little accordion movement. Just drop your shoulder, move up and down, and now you're taking that colon and you're massaging the colon. You're helping to move that food through your large intestines. Great technique. And think of what you're doing to the internal organs. The liver, the kidneys as well, the spleen, the gallbladder, the pancreas, the adrenal, everything. As you move side to side, you're taking those internal organs, now you're massaging them. They're being massaged every day. You don't get that in a static existence on a day-to-day basis. Everything just settles, it just sits there. But the moment you move up and down, so do they. All these internal organs are moving up and down. And as you rock side to side, you help those internal organs work more efficiently. See why this movement is so important? And then the next, the gentle twist. So now as I'm gently twisting, I'm taking the colon and the intestines and I'm putting them through a little washing machine effect. This one.
How long should they do that move?
Yeah, they're good. Okay, with this movement here, you can do 2-3 minutes. Just gently rocking side to side for 2 to 3 minutes. That's a long time. It's not just doing 10 or 50 or 100. You're doing 2 to 3 minutes. That's going to be a lot of movement there. That's a lot of massaging for one area, but it's not one area. It's a huge area, but you're doing it all at the same time. Fantastic. Good question. Okay, so side to side. And, great way if you have indigestion too. It can help move air from out of both ends just to help with that whole digestive enzyme and relief process. But this gentle twist, this is the one that I think if more people did every day, you think in terms of everything moving up and down and then side to side. There you got your massage on all these internal organs. I think it's critical. I think it's one of the most important movements we can do on a Cellerciser every day, and it's something that's not being addressed enough, and it's something that has improved, as I read earlier, so many people, including yours truly. It's improved my digestion, elimination processes dramatically, and it's done that, I've been doing it for years now, and I'm so grateful for it. But it helps other people too, and who's to say that there aren't more discoveries to be made or expounded upon because of the Cellercise movements with all those internal organs. It's great for the lower back. I mean, you're loosening up the lower back as well. Everything is working collectively together, but all those internal organs, all those so important, vital elements that are necessary for digestion and elimination. Now the body absorbs a lot of the nutrients through the intestinal wall. And as we're breaking it up, think in terms of how the movement up and down is helping to sift and move those nutrients more efficiently through the whole body, making it more accessible. Think about the cells as they're moving up and down, and we're moving the food, and we're helping those nutrients permeate through the cell membrane more efficiently. So the cells have more oxygen and more nutrients, and they're energized and they're able to function. When you have stronger, healthier, more efficient cells, you have a stronger, healthier, more efficient body. The problem with typical exercise is it's not generally working the entire body collectively as a whole. It can help some, but it's not going to treat the body as this whole system where everything is working collectively together. And I think, again, that just makes Cellercise, you're not missing anything. You are getting everywhere throughout the entire body. So I want you to feel good. I want you to have energy. I want you to feel healthy. I want you to have great performance. I want you to be able to enjoy your quality of life at any age. And if you do nothing more, here are the most important movements on the Cellercise, I believe, for all of us. The health bounce, baby bounce, or wake up call for the morning, just gently moving up and down, just like this. That gentle moving up and down, that's what back flushes valves, opens up circulation, gets the lymphatic system going, gets rid of the stress and tension, opens up the circulation through the body so the body can communicate more effectively. That's what's helping to move oxygen, nutrients, and circulation to the brain, other areas of the body. That's the health bounce, baby bounce. We live on a horizontal existence all day long. We're hitting a hard surface, gravity is pulling down. All of us, you can't escape the gravity and the pounding effect and the stress and the tension that is accumulative within the body. And you go day after day, week after week, year after year, with all the stress compounding on the body. Well, you see it's taking its toll on people as they get older. We can mitigate a lot of that just by getting on it and doing the baby bounce. Yes, Justice?
Do either of those moves help with bloating?
Bloating? Yeah, I can. You bet. That's what I was saying. It can clear air out both ends. I mean, it just does. So yeah, okay, so the baby bounce, health bounce, number one, most important. Then do the hip rock. That hip rock, and when you start to move your shoulders up and down, the colon is moving up and down. You're pumping the lymphatic system by creating that pump. It's a literal pump. You're moving up and down, which is moving fluid. Now you're pumping with the lymph system. I think that's the second most important. The pressure changes and the lymphatic system helps create suction that pulls that circulation between the bones, the joints, the tissue spaces of the body, and it helps to stimulate internal organ function as well. And then doing the twist, and many of you know what inspired me to develop this movement, and that was my wife. And I've shared that story in the past, but I think that movement probably can save the health and well-being of a great many people out there for a lot of reasons. And then I would include one other movement, which I think is very important and we don't get enough of attention to, which is, especially if we're not doing a lot of long distance running or swimming, is challenging and strengthening our bronchial tubes and our lung capacity and the ability of the body to absorb oxygen more effectively. And a lot of that has to do with our ability to breathe effectively. And most people in our culture today, and you've heard me say it, they do shallow breathing every day. We go day to day and we're breathing maybe with the first 2/3 of our lung. We don't get enough oxygen to the other 1/3 of our lung, which that in and of itself, by the way, can increase metabolism, help us burn more calories and weight. But it's a real simple movement. You've seen me do it before. Just stand on the Cellerciser, be in an area that has some clear air, and as you stand up, breathe in through your mouth. As you come down, breathe out through your mouth. This is not a meditation. This is an exercise for bronchi without having to go do a lot of long distance running. But when you first start off easy, because this movement, most people, or I did, unless you do a lot of long distance running, my bronchial tubes were weaker and I sounded wheezy. But within a few weeks, it was clear. I cleared stuff out. This clears stuff out of the lungs. This helps strengthen the lungs. They help strengthen the bronchial tubes. It's an exercise without having to go out and do a lot of long distance running or swimming. And it's all done in the convenience of your home, watching television or doing a Cellercise program. But it sounds like this. Bend to the knee, stand up, breathe in, come down, breathe out. Sounds just like this. Goes. And when I'm done, you can hear the difference in my voice. I haven't changed anything. I'm talking just like I was before. But it opens up the larynx. So if you are a singer, now you can sing. You can project that voice a lot more. Try it. It's a great technique. But I've been on the phone all day today, and you could hear my voice. It was stressed. And that helps open things up. So if you're a radio announcer or you're a singer, that's going to be something that you might want to consider and experience it. But for all of us, it really helps to open up what they call diaphragmatic breathing and open up the bronchial tubes and the lungs. Simple, simple. Guys, I've been doing this for over 30 years. I'm more convinced now of the benefits than I was when I first began, and I saw the benefits back then. There's so much more to learn. So I want to thank again all of you for sharing this information with others. If there's anything you like about what we shared tonight, please give us a thumbs up. If you can share it with other people, please share it. If I can be of any help, please give us a call. We have limited Cellercisers left, I tell you, because you're the Cellercise family. Let your friends, family, people that you know about it so they don't have to wait a couple months. And for those who want to pre-order, go ahead, pre-order. It's worth the wait. You'll have something that is going to last decades. It's not a typical unit. So thank you again. Justice, were there any other questions? All right. Have a great week and be healthy, be happy, enjoy the journey, and thanks for being part of the Cellercise family. You take care.